Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. We'll talk about anticipation. I was still making my notes for the speech as I'm up here. So anticipation is a funny word because I was thinking about it on my way here, as a matter of fact, which is why I came up finally with the title. Because anticipation, the word itself, we all remember the song as connected to Hunt's tomato paste. You know, anticipation. It starts. It's an old commercial for those of you who do not know it. It just, you're waiting. And your juices could really get flowing, your nervous juices. So anticipation to me equals nervousness, or how to deal with it, and how to dial that nervousness down. Now, talk about nervousness. I had a lot of anticipation coming up with this title, and I'm sitting over there, and Margie, our Toastmaster, introduces me. You talk about anticipation, well now here it comes, you got to deliver, right? So that could cause a lot of anxiety. Most certainly when you're doing a speech and it's an extemporaneous speech, that can cause a lot of negative thoughts, right? Negative anticipatory thoughts, a little sweat, tightening of the muscles. Ooh, maybe your eyes start to jiggle a little bit. I don't know if I'm doing any of that, but this is what could occur. And I said to myself, an interesting word indeed. And I know of a friend of mine, well, someone who's very close to me. They're going to be starting a new job, this coming Monday. Going back into banking. They've been away from banking itself for about 10 years. And they've had it pretty rough, too, this individual, for quite some time, almost half a decade. Trying to get work, trying to make a buck. Now he starts a job Monday. At the ripe age of 55, folks, brand new. And we're talking a major bank that's in the top 10 in the North American continent, and this is one time where they like the gray hair. Well, you talk about anticipation, he's got a lot. Because he's thinking, can I do the job? Will I fail? Will I hold up my end? These are all thoughts that go on when you're anticipating something. And when it's something that you really don't know what the outcome could be, right? So I'm thinking about this, and I'm saying, yeah, you know, that I could definitely identify with that. I think we all can, right? So usually when you have anticipatory thoughts, what's the first thing that any of you do? Do you start to say to yourself, can I do it? Or do you worry a lot? Quite possibly. Do you worry to the point where you find trouble getting to sleep? You drink coffee a lot? Your mind wanders? You just don't know, right? So this is what he's going through. We all go through it. I know I do. It could rack your brains. It could really destroy you. It could bring on depression mentally, and that could really stop your life. So my feeling is, have anticipation, but flip it. Instead of negative thoughts and taking a look at the word and thinking, what's coming next, anticipation, my God, no, make it positive. Get rid of the negative thoughts. And maybe just paint a picture of how good it could be and the great things that could come, right? This is what I basically told him in so many words. Jay said it perfect with his invocation. It's funny, we were dead on, Jay. The sun will rise the next morning, unless the Lord wants to take you That's another story. But the sun will rise, won't it? It will rain. Life will go on. You'll get through the day. Bad or good, depends really on you, on us, right? So, with anticipation, in my opinion, it, in many cases, can equal nervousness, perhaps for this individual that I'm talking about. But the way to fight it, or to put it to work for you, especially when you're coming up to speak about anything in an extemporaneous manner, I go again twice, I get points for that. Put the positive spin on it. You've got a choice. If you think positively, well, aren't you going to feel better? Doesn't anybody want to feel better? You don't want to feel terrible throughout the day. You don't want negative anticipation. So I thought about that, and I think for myself as well, I'm going to try and follow that rule. How about you? And Toastmasters.